Ladies and gentlemen, alumni, friends, classmates, Dr. Gutman, thank you for this wonderful evening. I would also like to thank Mary Ann and Katie Chonsky and the folks at Development for all this wonderful stuff. Thank you. My name is Dao Jacques. I'm a senior. 194 days, yes, I am counting, I'm 194 days from being a first-generation college graduate and one of a handful of South Sudanese to graduate from an Ivy League institution. I come from the great state of Iowa, by the way of South Sudan. Hopefully, hopefully everyone knows where Iowa is. You know, I sometimes like to explain to people that, yes, people live in Iowa. Growing up in South Sudan, every morning at the crack of dawn, groups of children like me would gather under a shade of large trees. It was a peaceful space in the midst of Sudan's second civil war. We were the lucky ones. While our counterparts were dodging bullets from the Khartoum regime, we were afforded the opportunity of an education. Schooling was only available to those kids whose parents possessed both the means and the desire to spend these means on education, making it a limited opportunity. We would congregate around our teacher using the beautiful African sand as a notebook and sticks as instruments for mathematics and writing. It can get tough. See, our parents believed that although violence was their tool for the fight for liberation, they also believed that their children should only ever fight with intellect and understanding. With the violence and death that clouded our daily lives, we learned to value our chance of an education. And education is the reason I'm here today. The truth is, I am not supposed to be here. I know it's a cliche, but I'm not supposed to be here, having survived the forgotten ethnic cleansing that took 2.5 million lives, including my father's. I'm not supposed to be drug and alcohol free, having been raised by a brave, resourceful, single mother. I'm not supposed to have gotten basketball scholarships. You see, that my family was selected to be resettled in the United States is God's will. I was not supposed to be here, but simply put, that I'm here is a testament to what happens when you give someone an opportunity. My journey is a human story that embodies the extremes of humanity, violence with no regard for human life, and opportunities and hope that sustain people for a long time. Penn has repaired my hope in humanity. The people at Penn have empowered me to take on the world. And tonight, I would like to tell you a bit about how Penn and its people have influenced and educated me on my journey in the last 4 years here. Through the generosity of benefactors like yourself, I have been given the resources to travel, to harness my passion for changing the world, and to learn and practice leadership. During my freshman year, with the guidance of Dr. Harriet Joseph and Cheryl Shipman at the Center for Undergraduate Research and Fellowship, CURF, I developed a project through the Catherine Wasserman Davis 100 Projects for Peace Award that would later become the Dujak Youth Foundation, named after my father. The Dujak Youth Foundation aims to fight poverty and violence in post-conflict South Sudan using access to sports and academics. Since 2011, we have sponsored South Sudanese youth studying in Kenya and delivered sports equipment and school supplies to hundreds of South Sudanese kids in South Sudan. The funding and support from the Projects for Peace program and CURF enabled me to realize my dream, the dream of living a life of service to others. See, I believe that my journey is directly linked to the voiceless children in South Sudan that face the same things I faced as a kid. Millions of South Sudanese children are currently not enrolled in school today. Over 70% of the population is illiterate. Today, a girl born in South Sudan is twice as likely to die during pregnancy or childbirth than she is to complete the 8th grade. These are problems that I need to help solve because I've been given a lot in my life, and the least I can do is pass it forward. Anne Frank reminds us, no one has ever become poor by giving. You see, investing in people is not a means to an end. It is the end. And I believe there's more to South Sudan than the pictures of armed rebel fighters and children, malnourished children. There is a wealth of potential that needs to be harnessed. We must strive for an educated, peaceful society. I believe I'm here for a reason, and my pen experience has expanded my mind and prepared me to better serve my family and country. During my tenure at Penn, I've also been touched by the wisdom of basketball coach Jerome Allen and his staff, who have taught me the true meaning of leadership, that to lead means to serve others, and that to any team is only as strong as its weakest link. Thus, leaders bring others with them. I was able to use these skills on 2 trips made possible by Penn. Through Penn Hillel, I spent 2 enriching weeks at a Rwandan youth village set up by a Penn alumnus, Ann Heyman, in 2011. This past May, I shadowed Kasha Mortal, college graduate in '96, as a fellow for her organization, We Play to Win. It works to empower young women through sports. There, we did workshops for young women, and I did a sports camp for over 100 of them in Nigeria. These experiences profoundly polished me into a better leader for the foundation, basketball, and my personal life. Penn has taught me how to be a servant. You continue to make the American dream possible, and I've been privileged to make what seems impossible possible for no other reason than the efforts of people like you who saw it necessary to invest in someone. That someone is me. You enable me to experience Penn, a culmination of worldly opportunities and extremely gifted individuals striving for excellence in every facet of life. Penn is a network of diverse minds, people, backgrounds, stirred together to produce a platform primed to change the world. The people at Penn, students, faculty, staff, families, and friends are the joy of Penn. They come from distant corners of the world, and Penn empowers them to push boundaries of human imagination. I'm one of many who wouldn't have this platform were it not for your generosity. For that, I thank you. I thank you for showing me that I, too, can change the world. My presence this evening is a testament to what happens when you give someone an opportunity. Thank you.